Alright, so it's been a while since I made a video demoing the features in case you guys are not jumping into the game every single time you see a change log. So I'm just going to go through each bullet point and show you a short clip of what it's describing. So let's get to the first one. Added swinging automatic opening doors, which I was told was impossible. As you can see here, we have a pair of doors. See what happens. Oh, they open right up for us. They close behind us. And you can... It is possible to run into them. Still doesn't cause problems, which everybody was saying. I'm not sure what that was all about. But anyway, next issue. Or next item, I should say. Testing positional hit markers for shots causing damage. So every game... every shooter usually has a hit marker, but this is kind of different because this game doesn't use hit scan detection. So adding the typical hit marker in the center of the screen didn't make sense because our bullets aren't coming from our foreheads; they're coming from the gun. So I had to compromise, and this is what I got. So wherever you are, however far. Hit a player, pops up a short hit marker real quick, let you know that they've been hit. And these hit markers do zoom with your zoom. So the farther your zoom, the bigger the hit markers. And they do show above and through everything else. So let's say we got this guy back over there, he's behind the tree. Let you know that someone's been hit. And there you go. Next item. Changed buddy and murder ball icons to show only when too far away or behind objects. So you'll see that the murder ball has an icon like normal. But as you get closer to it, you don't need the icon unless it's behind an object. So here you see it. You don't need the icon, but as soon as you go behind an object, it lights it up for you. Or if you get too far away, it shows you in case you're blind as hell. Also, you might not have known that I changed the ball to a soccer ball just for fun. Next issue. Next item, goddammit. Added a uniform aim sensitivity zoom compensation to all guns with scopes. So basically, before when you had a weapon equipped that had zoom or different powers of zoom, they would all be the same. So every gun would have the same sensitivity, but the problem with that is if you have a high zoom, it feels like the sensitivity is actually crazier because you're zooming so far in. So what I've done is I've taken into account the zoom and compensated for that so that the further the zoom, the less the sensitivity, so you can retain control over your aiming. So like this is snipers only mode. It's got the highest zoom in the game. If you're zooming halfway across the map, it's much more smooth. You won't be flying all over the place like this like before, and you'll be able to get your shots off. One more thing, I don't know if I mentioned, but it's dynamic to each weapon. So if you switch weapons, zoom in on another, depending on that zoom, it'll compensate the way it's supposed to. So like this is no compensation, but it does cut if you aim with a grenade or something that doesn't have zoom. Anyway, yes. Changed objects blocking aiming down sights to not reset gun positions when clear. So before, when you would aim and let's say you'd bump up against something where it's hitting your gun, this is fine, but when you had a zoom, what it would do is would put your gun down like this, let you know that there's something in the way, and then when you would get past it, it would do this. So it would kind of reset, you know, your position and your zoom. So what I've done is go like this. If you keep holding in the button, as soon as you pass the object, it goes right back into what you're aiming at. So it hits it, bam, clears it, bam. Small change, big difference. Added a hidden ability for humiliating downed opponents. Good for a few laughs if you can figure out how to do it. Well, I'm going to show you how to do it. So, most guns have a reload. For those that don't, actually it doesn't matter. Just use the reload button. You know, you can go up to your downed opponents or just anytime you feel like it and give them a little something. Hold it down for 1 second and the magic happens. You can also run with it if you feel like it. Next. Added skill rating system that displays next to colors. This is on the main menu. So you'll see here next to the colors 0.0, 0.0. These don't get filled in until you play at least one round, and then it calculates your performance with a special formula and grades it. So it has nothing to do with points or kills or kill-death ratio, anything like that. It's simply your efficiency in shooting, your accuracy, your distance, and your skill. Getting the most points or kills is not always skill. Sometimes you can be a sloppy ass, you know, bang bang bang, and get some kills, and you manage to pull it off, but the whole time you know, you suck. So this is more accurate. Check it out. Yes, and after many requests, I added 3-player mode, and it arranges people by their seating. How that works is like this. You go to 3-player deathmatch. Down here it asks who's on the left. Orange guy is sitting on the left. Who's in the middle? Magenta guy. Who's on the right? Aqua guy. Then you press that start button. Game on. And then it arranges you how you're sitting in the room. And everyone gets an equal screen, or else it wouldn't be fair. If you had the top screen all the way across, they'd be able to see to their left and right much sooner than you would if you were turning. So this is much more fair. The audio gets split from the left, center, and then right. So it's the same split screen, custom split screen audio system that I came up with, except for the middle is now a separate speaker source. Sounds pretty good. It's awesome. Also, the reason why the 3-player mode took so long to implement is there's a lot of shit involved in all of this. It's not just as easy as you know, switching a few things around here and there. I mean, it's got to be coded in from scratch because it's a, you know, it's a different setup, a different sound setup. You know, different set of challenges. It can't just be added simply, and a lot of times adding something so different can screw a lot of stuff up. So it's always risky. You know, do I want to screw a bunch of stuff up and then set me back from adding more content, or do I just want to go for it? And, you know, so it's a balance. Added breakable glass physics and generation systems to maps. So now everywhere that you saw open windows, or I think they were broken before, just had like little glass shards around the edges. Man, I've had breakable glass in the works for, oh my god, I think since the beginning. I just kind of forgot about it. But anyway, every window has glass in it, and it's breakable. The way that it works is it picks which shards to stay and which shards to blow out. It does have sound if you're close enough. Let me see. Let's get some slow motion in here so you can see exactly how the pieces fly. So it picks 4 random pieces to stay. The rest get blown out. It's pretty sweet. I don't know about you, but I like it. My dog is barking at something. Next item. Added controller prompt at the start of target practice mode. So before this was requested to have a choice between your joystick or your controller or your mouse and keyboard. This was always an option. This was always there from day one. You just had to use the top row buttons on your keyboard to select which player, but I'm guessing people forgot about all the back-end development mode buttons and controls that I put. So now it's just a prompt, and you choose and just pick your device up, whatever it is, and go. What's next? Added music to a folder in the game's directory that's taken too long to add to the in-game audio system, still in the works, so people can enjoy without waiting. There will be more artists later to add to the exclusive and unreleased until now misery tracks such as DJ Fallout RS. If you don't know what this is about, it's crazy. So Psychopathic Records has an artist called Misery, who is an absolute legend. I remember when this came out, when he came out in, I don't know, 97, 98, something like that. And for me and many of us in our circles, it legitimized Psychopathic Records as a record label. It just gave it a whole new meaning and a whole new vibe to what was a very groundbreaking set of artists to come after. And I think he was the first signed. Let me show you. So if you go into the game folder for Steam, you can go to the Music OST folder, and there you'll have 2 tracks. These were added for free, and man, am I so thankful that Misery, he recorded this track specifically for the game. He took an existing track that he had off of his new album, his latest album, and he put a couple other guys on there specifically for this, and it's fucking awesome. And I asked him to do a clean version because at the time we were trying to stay away from the like adult theme rating for the game, but I don't care about that, and so I said just give me what you got, and it's awesome. Still in shock about the connection. It's just, yeah. Anyway, I think that's all the major points. There's been, I don't know, 100 or so fixes in between. Man, the game is just super smooth now. If there are any bugs left, they're so minor that you probably wouldn't come across them anyway. So, man, it's really shaping up the whole game. So I should be able to start focusing on more content, more types of randomization, more complicated randomization, so it looks more natural, and just more of everything, really. So a lot of times when you add something, you have to kind of take a step back and make sure that what you've just added works smoothly before you can add something else, or else you get a whole big jumble of turds that you got to unwind and figure out. So I hope you understand is why this is taking so long, is that we've all got day jobs that we have to, we have to keep, we got to keep the lights on. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for your patience, and I hope you guys are enjoying this shit because, man, we have a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys are too. Take care. See you later.